This is
Okay.
what you just did. We have an employee shaming other men for not being employers. You are an employee saying that if black man, if you're not the master, then what are you doing? And then you're looking down on them based on exactly what you said. But to further disprove what you're saying, you said that women go to school for a bunch of health degrees, right? I think that's common sense. So then, according to your logic, we shouldn't respect CNAs because they're not nurses. We shouldn't respect nurses because they're not physician's assistants. And because of that, like the shaming language you use, it shows how you really feel. There's nothing wrong with it. I think the only problem that I have personally is just stand on it. Because you're saying if that journeyman electrician isn't a master, then it takes 4 years. And every year you have to get 2,000 hours of experience. That's 8,000 hours of experience you have to become a master electrician or a plumber or anything, because you also disregarded the actual structure of how apprenticeships work. And again, so if a black man, why does he not want to be a master electrician? Cool. Just make sure you apply that logic to yourself. Because one of the things that it's like, it bothers me a lot when I see so many employees shaming other people for being okay with being employees.
I didn't shame you. I just
you can't shame me. This isn't personal to me at all.
Let me say it slow so you guys can understand.
No, don't say it slow. Just say it some way that makes sense.
Let me understand. Just because I'm motivating you does not mean I'm shaming anybody else. You understand?
Okay, I do want us to hold on, Shan, because I do want us to seek the understanding, right? So, two things will be happening at the same time. You could not be saying that, but it may come off like that. So, do you understand what you're saying as far as if you're speaking to somebody, they don't know you, and you say that, can you say that they can come to that conclusion? It's a possibility that somebody can come to that conclusion.
Okay, let me clarify. If you can be whatever you want to be, I'm going to support you in whatever it is that you want to be, right?
That's a lie. She's going to support you, but she's going to leave you and go for the master plumber. If we're going to be honest, you're going to start your year one as a plumber. She's going to leave you and go for the guy who's a master plumber. And they do this all the time. They say, oh, you know what they call it? They call it, oh, he didn't want to grow. He wanted to be the same, and I wanted to grow. I felt like there was no growth. Yeah, those are the words they use. There was no growth in the relationship. But all the man did was work, pay the bills, go back to work, pay the bills, do the same thing. Because men are simple. Like, if I'm going to be honest, if men didn't have to spend money on women, men wouldn't be dying to conquer and get all the money in the world. They would get just enough money to pay their bills, go to the beach with their boys, go to a barbecue, grab a few beers, go to the gym, come back home, watch a movie, and do the same thing over and over again. But this traveling, let's take a trip. So in her mind, she wants to take several trips, and she won't be able to take several trips a year with her man if he can't afford them, if he's not a master plumber.
Right? But at the same time, just like we're talking about social studies degrees and all this kind of stuff, okay, let's all be great at what it is that we're doing. I just want us all to be great. If you don't want to do that, if there's a place for it. There's a place for techs, right? We need them just as much. It's probably more because they do a lot of the handiwork, just like we need nurses, more than we we need doctors, but I'm just saying we do need nurses. All I'm saying is if I'm talking to somebody, I think that y'all the bomb, right? And I want what's best for you. So I'm going to always promote us to the highest. That's not necessarily meaning I have a problem if you don't want to achieve it, but as an educator, I'm gonna always see the good. Like, no, I see better. Like, I know you can go higher than that. You understand what I'm saying?
She's gonna be a
Shan, I think it's an intentional misunderstanding, because and this is some of the stuff that we've talked about before about having a woman that is going to push you, right? Having a woman that's going to support whatever it is that you're trying to do. And that's what we do. So the fact that we're sitting here trying to take what she's saying and twist it into something that clearly, I understood what she was saying is that whatever you do, even if you're going to be a CNA, be the best damn CNA you could be.
That's not what she said. She said if you're going to be a CNA, she wants you to own the hospital at the end of the day. That's what she was saying. She didn't say be the best you can be. You can be the best CNA, but that doesn't mean you have to own the hospital. She's saying you actually have to become a boss.
If you can
That's not what she said.
If you can be beyond CNA if you have the potential to move beyond being a CNA and you know just as much as the nurse that you're working for, then pursue being the nurse.
I don't want it.
Don't be comfortable, and this is with anything. Don't be comfortable doing the bare minimum. That's all she's getting at.
How is it the bare minimum just because a man is comfortable where they are? Maybe they are very good at their job, but they just want to be good at that job. They don't want to own the company. But you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, they keep changing the standards and putting all these weird parameters for black men.
If you have the ability to go to school and become a tech or do whatever training you can to become a tech, a lot of times the tech is learning a lot of what the next level is. Like when I was a teacher, a para that I had in my class, she was capable of grading papers. She was capable of doing testing. She was capable of doing all of the things that I was doing in the classroom. The only difference is I had the formal education to say that I'm more qualified than she is, even though we were doing the same thing. And to be honest, some stuff I was learning from her because she was a para longer than I had been a teacher. I'm coming in as a new teacher. So
Can I
the thing
respond
is,
after Dope?
if you have the
No,
ability,
I want to go, brother.
Hold
real
on,
quick.
wait. Let her finish. Let her finish. Go
if
ahead.
you have the ability, if you have the ability to do more, then why not strive for more? That's the whole point that Sharon was getting at. And I think y'all intentionally are trying to be obtuse about it.
Okay, no,
No,
That's
so
not
let
what
me
she
go,
was saying.
brother. Let me go real
Hold
quick.
on. No, hold on. Straight. We're gonna go to Dope. We're gonna go to Willie. Then we'll come to you.
now
All right.
I don't think that you're purposely being disingenuous. I just want to say that, right? But if we
She
go
is
back to this
being
conversation, we were talking about black men in trades in general. When we brought up trades, she said, "Well, how many are master plumbers?" Right? And when she said that, she used that to pretty much discredit everybody who's not a master plumber and be like, "Yo, they're not master plumbers though. They're just normal
Mhm.
plumbers. They're not
Yeah.
master plumbers."
We
And
were
then
talking about
Y'all
doing
not
well
listening
in
no,
the
no,
to how you
economy.
hold
push.
on, hold on. I got
Y'all,
you.
no,
I'm gonna let you.
Y'all got it. Y'all have to let them. Y'all have to let them finish, and then
Okay,
we'll
I'm gonna write it
and,
down.
and
I'll
then
get
we'll
back
get
to you.
correction. Right.
Now, at a certain point in the conversation recently, we got to the point where she clarified what she actually meant, which is fine. I don't want to hold her accountable for what she didn't mean, but we have to acknowledge that's not what she said, and that wasn't the course of action. That wasn't the course of the conversation. So for you to say that we're being disingenuous when you're just taking her second, third argument and saying that's what she meant, that's not right.
Yeah, she said a man who's a plumber is not good enough. He should be a master plumber. Like, as if being a plumber, just a plumber, is like he has to own his own plumbing business. Which goes back to what I've been saying, that average men are not considered good men. In fact, one of the guys in the comments said it best in one of my videos, that these days women don't think you're a good man unless you have lots of money. Like, you being a good man, being a gentleman, buying flowers, calling her, texting her, complimenting her, being nice to her, taking care of her kids is not good unless you're willing to spend some money. That's when they consider you a good man.
So the reason why
Wait,
I said
Hold on.
Let me
no,
just,
because I
Hold
want
on.
I'm gonna clarify that part.
Wait. Write it down.
all right.
If you guys are
I
speaking,
didn't-
hold on, wait,
I said
hold
I
on,
was
wait,
gonna write it
wait
down.
1 second, wait 1 second. Okay.
There's nothing wrong with you trying to motivate people to do better and be better. Just make sure that you also embody that same ethic.
Oh,
Because
I agree.
if
Well,
a
hold on, wait,
teacher,
son.
if you're a teacher, then you should be trying to be a vice principal or an assistant principal or a principal, or go just saying to one day be a superintendent. So a lot of the times when women do things, which such as what you did say, but you're not a master. If a man said, but you're not a principal because you're a teacher, we would catch all the hell in the world for that.
Exactly.
So
It's
as long
dumb.
as you actually embody the exact same principles and motivation you have, it's cool. And I can't say that you don't because I don't know you. But what I can say is this, is that people who are doing that tend to not have that same type of rhetoric or conversation about the people who aren't. So go ahead, straight. You can have.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a man shouldn't have to own a business or be a master at anything to be considered a good man or a worthy man. Because, which for me, I don't mind her saying what she's saying, because I think many women think and feel the same way she is the exact same sentiment, right? So that's why they will leave a man who makes $70,000 to the man who makes $100,000 because he makes more money and willing to spend it on her. So at the end of the day, everything she said was in the benefit of her. She wants the man to make more money because she knows if he makes more money, he'll buy a new car, not because she wants him to win. Anyway, what do you guys think about that? Shout out to Lapif, link down below.